We're here to talk with David Searle, author of You and the Law in Spain, a book designed to help newcomers and residents deal with Spanish procedures. Good morning, David. Please tell us what you're going to talk about this morning.
I'm going to give you some advice about buying property safely in Spain. And my first advice is believe nothing, check everything. Only pieces of paper count.
Your book mentions a property purchase checklist.
There's a whole series of guarantees to make sure that you have your property legally and safely registered in your name. There's a whole list of these, which I just happen to have right here. Give you the first warning, though, which is this. Check everything, believe nothing. If they say the property is 10,000 square meters, have it measured. Check it. There are ways to do all of these things legally and safely so that you have full guarantees. And I'm going to give you this list right now. First, you want a Spanish lawyer. You want a Spanish lawyer because he lives in this town. He's been here before. He will be here perhaps after you're gone. And he is not somebody who comes in riding a property boom or something like that. So you want a Spanish lawyer who speaks English that you can understand. This is the first thing you'll need. You'll see, because our checklist is a little bit long. First, you want to see the seller's escritura pública, the title deed. And it will be registered in the property registry. This shows he is the legal owner of it. Then you want to see a nota simple, which is a portion of the title deed, but what it's really about is you get this just before you buy, and it shows that no mortgages or other charges are registered against the property. So you're safe that way. And then you want to see the referencia catastral. This is a long number which refers to the other sort of property registry. But you want not just the reference, you want the full certificate, the catastral certificate, because this is what actually describes the property in full detail, with aerial photos and everything like that.
We hear a lot about something called the plan parcial. What's that?
Well, to an English speaker, clearly it's a partial plan, an incomplete plan. But no, it isn't. It's when you purchase on a housing estate, or an urbanization, as we say, you want to see their plan of plots. And that's what the parcial is. Parcela is a plot, like a parcel of land. So you want to see that plan registered in the town hall if you're buying on a housing estate. And if you plan to build, you need to see if you can get a building permit before you buy the land. You find this out at your town hall urban planning department, urbanismo, they say. Then you want to see the paid up receipt for the annual real estate tax. That's the Impuesto sobre Bienes Inmuebles, the IBI, everybody says. You want to see that. Or, if it's a brand new property, you want to see the Declaración de Obra Nueva, the declaration of new work. Then you want to have the Licencia de Primera Ocupación. Our list is getting a little bit long, isn't it? Yeah, but all of these points make sure that you are purchasing safely with full guarantees. The Licencia de Primera Ocupación, the first occupation license, means that the town hall has inspected it and it's safe to occupy. You need this certificate in order to get your connections to electricity and water and some other things also. And then you want to see if you're in a block of flats, for example, or if you're in a community of property owners, you need to see a copy of the paid up receipts for this year for the community charges and a copy of the statutes. Then you need finally a contract, which will be in Spanish, but you're going to need a translation into your own language with terms you can understand.
I've heard that it's cleverer to declare a lower purchase price so as to save money on taxes. Is that correct, or should I declare the full price?
You should declare the full purchase price. I'll tell you why. The only person who benefits from declaring a lower price and getting paid in black money, possibly, is they save on taxes for the seller. The buyer saves a little bit also, but the real problem comes when you go to sell your property again later. The difficulty you will face will be you have declared a low purchase price, so your paper profit will look much larger than it really is. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're safe by declaring the full amount. And finally, we have two more things in our list here. This is not property purchase checklist so much, but then you will have an escritura de compraventa. It's an official sales contract signed before a notary. The notary then passes this to the property registry, where the same document becomes the escritura publica, the document which makes you the final firm owner of this property. Then you have to pay your taxes. We'll talk about this in the next video, but you will have fees and taxes to pay, and if you buy from a non-resident, you'll have to put a 3% deposit down against their possible taxes.